Very good morning. Welcome to the Breakfast News on Rajya Sabha TV this Tuesday morning. I'm Aishwarya with you. All the big stories from India and across the world coming up in the next 30 minutes. First up, a look at the top headlines. Prime Minister Modi to attend inaugural session of Ryzena Dialogue today. 3-day conference on global challenges to host over 100 countries. Amid Gulf tensions, Prime Minister Modi and Russian President Vladimir Putin discuss the regional security situation. Putin and Modi stress on convergence in approaches to ensure regional stability. Supreme Court to consider curative petition of 2 out of 4 death row convicts in the Nirbhaya case. Delhi court had ordered them to be hanged on 22nd of January. And a nation celebrating Makar Sankranti today. People take a ritual dip in rivers. President and Vice President greet citizens on the occasion. The top story that we are tracking this morning, India's flagship global conference on geopolitical and geoeconomics, Ryzena Dialogue, will begin from today. Now, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be attending the inaugural session at which 7 former heads of the state or government will share their views on important challenges facing the world. The 5th edition of the Ryzena Dialogue, jointly organized by the Foreign Ministry and the Observer Research Foundation, will bring together 700 international participants from over 100 countries. The 3-day conference will see the participation of 12 foreign ministers, including from Russia, Iran, Australia, Maldives, South Africa, Estonia, Czech Republic, Denmark, Hungary, Latvia, Uzbekistan, and the European Union. All right, our colleague Akhilesh Singh is now joining us for more on this story. A very good morning, Akhilesh. Akhilesh, now the 5th edition of the Ryzena Dialogue will be starting from today, and Prime Minister Modi is going to attend the inaugural session. But this conference especially comes at a time when there are increased global tensions as far as, the situation in Gulf area is concerned. Considering that this is going to be a very significant conference, what can we expect?
You know that it is a really interesting time as far as global conferences are concerned because, global conferences become very important when the world is facing some issues. And there are many issues nowadays the world is facing. So there are many important themes. I can just mention you some of them. There are nationalistic impulses that are challenging the global institutions, like you saw that even United Nations Security Council, and even the climate change, issues, they are all facing, type of nationalistic, issues that protectionism is growing in trade, and also terrorism is defensive. But some states are even sponsoring and also supporting the terrorist states. So these are very important issues that this time the Ryzena Dialogue will discuss. And other than that, you see the whole situation of Middle East. And the Middle East has been going some sort of situation for a long time, but now it has come at a flashpoint when big powers may express their views. And you have seen that how Iran and US were, entangled in some sort of tension. So I think these are also going to be important areas of discussion in Ryzena Dialogue. Other than that, military power, the global development agenda, and that individual state relationship in the age of digital communities and cyberspace. So in a way that everything in this world is being affected by our cyberspace. And even strategic issues are also taking connotations of what we are going to do in digital and cyberspace. So I think these are the issues that are going to be discussed by those who are present in this conference. And other than that, what will be the India's space in this world? Because
Yes.
India has been asserting for a long time about its rightful position on the global stages, global forums, United Nations, World Bank, everything. And India has been telling that all these global institutions are age old. They don't
Yes.
reflect the reality of today. And so India also wants to assert. And that is why, Ryzena Dialogue has been started 5 years ago, so that India can express its views on the global stage, and also global important people can also come and express their views. So it becomes a converging point between the people of the globe and Indian, scholars, statisticians, and even government representatives. So I think it's very important event, the incoming 3 days, beginning from today,
Right.
Aishwarya.
Akhilesh, thank you so much. You keep tracking Ryzena Dialogue in the national capital. We'll keep coming back to you. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Narendra Modi held a telephonic conversation with Russian President Vladimir Putin on Monday. And in the conversation, both leaders expressed their intent to further develop the Indo-Russia privileged strategic relationship. They also discussed some international matters, including the developments in the Persian Gulf region as well as in Libya. The Prime Minister also extended the season's greetings to President Putin and the people of Russia. Prime Minister Modi and Russian President Putin also discussed the new face-to-face meetings that are going to be held in Moscow and during the BRICS and Shanghai Cooperation Organization summits in St. Petersburg this year. On to some other news now. The notification for the Assembly elections in Delhi will be issued today, and with the issuance of the notification, the process of nomination will begin. The last date for filing of nominations is 21st of January, and the last date for scrutiny of nomination is 22nd of January, and that of withdrawal of candidature is 24th of January. Over 1.46 crore voters are eligible to exercise their franchise. There will be more than 13,750 polling stations in 2,689 locations in various parts of Delhi. Remember, Delhi goes to polls on 8th of February and the result will be announced on 11th of February. With less than a month to go for the assembly elections in Delhi, of course, political battle lines have been drawn in the national capital and political parties are going all out to woo the voters, making promises and assuring them that their interests will be taken care of once they came to power. Let's take a look at this report.
With Delhi assembly elections just around the corner, political parties are going all out to woo voters. Delhi BJP chief and MP from Northeast Delhi, Manoj Tiwari, has said, if voted to power, the BJP will give 5 times the subsidy on electricity and water bills than being given by the Aam Aadmi Party government.
मेरी दिल्ली मेरा सुझाव जो कैंपेन है उसमें दिल्ली के कोने कोने में जाकर दिल्ली के जितने भी लोग हैं उनको साथ जोड़ने का काम है कि दिल्ली की जनता खुद दिल्ली में सरकार कैसी हो और कैसे चले उसकी स्टेक होल्डर है और वो क्या क्या चाहते हैं, उनकी क्या क्या दिक्कतें हैं और वो परेशानी को कैसे निवारण चाहते हैं, वही दिल्ली सरकार का काम है और दिल्ली में सरकार कैसी चलेगी इसीलिए जो है उसको चलाया गया है.
The Aam Aadmi Party, on the other hand, is banking on its report card for the last 5 years. However, the party will also include a few fresh promises in its election manifesto.
हमने बिजली 200 यूनिट तक फ्री किया, 400 यूनिट तक आधे दाम पे किया, पानी फ्री किया, बस की यात्रा महिलाओं के लिए फ्री की, ऑपरेशन फ्री, दवा फ्री, बुजुर्गों की तीर्थ यात्रा फ्री. इतने सारे काम हमने दिल्ली के अंदर, जय भीम योजना में कोचिंग फ्री, तमाम फरिश्ते योजना, तमाम काम हमने दिल्ली के अंदर किया है और वही काम लेकर हम दिल्ली की जनता के बीच में जा रहे हैं और उनका अपार समर्थन हमको मिल रहा है.
The Congress is looking to seek votes based on the development work done by it in the 15 years before the Aam Aadmi Party came to power. The Congress is also promising poll sops to beat the subsidies provided by the AAP government, including free electricity and water up to certain units.
कांग्रेस का जो 15 साल का शानदार शासन है उसकी उपलब्धियों और दूसरे मुद्दों को लेकर कांग्रेस जनता के बीच जा रही है और दिल्ली में हम पूर्ण बहुमत की सरकार इस बार बनाने जा रहे हैं. हमने 69 फ्लाईओवर्स दिल्ली को दिए, हमने दिल्ली को मेट्रो दी, एलिवेटेड रोड्स दिए, ट्रेन्स दी, हमने दिल्ली को पोल्यूशन फ्री करने का प्रयास किया, हमने दिल्ली को 24 घंटे बिजली दी, हमने बिजली का प्राइवेटाइजेशन किया, हमने CNG इंट्रोड्यूस की. इन्होंने क्या किया वो बताएं.
Delhi will vote on the 8th of February to decide who will win the electoral battle. The results will be announced on 11th February. With inputs from Bharat Singh Divakar, Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
The Rajya Sabha Secretariat has conducted an analysis of the participation of its members in the question hour during the 249th and the 250th sessions of the Upper House, as per which AIADMK MP A. Vijay Kumar raised the highest number of 13 starred questions during the last two sessions. And during the 249th session of the Rajya Sabha, Vijay Kumar was the lead questioner with 7 questions to his credit and was second in position during the 250th session with 6 questions. Dr. Santanu Sen of the TMC was the lead questioner with 7 questions during the 250th session. The analysis of 660 starred questions, including 375 listed for 25 question days during the 249th session and 285 listed for 19 question days during the 250th session, revealed that 75% and 65% of the members got opportunities to raise star questions during the last 2 sessions respectively. About 7% of the members accounted for about 25% of the total 660 questions listed during the 2 sessions, while about one-third members accounted for about 75% of the total questions listed. During the 249th session, 49 members did not raise any starred questions, while this number was 80 in the case of 250th session. The analysis was done after Chairman M. Venkaiah Naidu sought to know the details regarding the extent of opportunities that the members get to raise questions in the House. HRD Minister Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank has said that the continuation of agitation by the GNU students is not justified, as their main issue of a hostel fee hike has been sorted out. After several rounds of discussions, the GNU has issued a statement saying that the students are not being asked to bear the cost of service and utility charges. Now, this was the main demand of the students. More than 5,000 students have already registered for the winter session so far. The ministry had constituted a high-powered committee to restore the normal functioning of the GNU through dialogue with all the stakeholders and to advise the university administration on the contentious issues. The minister said that universities should not be converted into political arenas and appealed to the students to call off their agitation. Senior Union Home Ministry and Delhi police officials appeared before the Parliamentary Standing Committee on Home Affairs on Monday to discuss rising crimes in Delhi. Parliamentary Standing Committee on Home Affairs discussed with the officials of the Delhi Police the recent use of force against students. Delhi Police Commissioner Amulya Patnaik also attended the meet. Headed by Congress leader Anand Sharma, the committee also included MPs like Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary, Dilip Ghosh and Rakesh Sinha. Besides Delhi Police Commissioner, DGP Haryana Manoj Yadav and the senior officials of Uttar Pradesh and Rajasthan Police also briefed the panel on the issue of crimes in NCR coming under their jurisdiction. On to some other news now. A 5-judge bench of the Supreme Court will hear the curative petitions of 2 of the 4 death row convicts in the Nirbhaya case today. A Delhi court, remember, had issued a death warrant against 4 convicts in the December 2012 gang rape case, allowing their execution on 22nd of January at 7 a.m. in Tihar jail. Now, the verdict came after the parents of the victim moved the court seeking to expedite the procedure to hang all the 4 convicted in the case and also demanded issuance of death warrant against them. A curative petition, remember, is the last constitutional resort available for the redressal of grievances in court after a review plea is dismissed or has been exhausted. Opposition parties held a meeting on Monday over the Citizenship Amendment Act. A joint resolution demanding the withdrawal of the CAA and the NRC and NPR was also accepted at the meeting called by the Congress party. Former Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh, Congress leaders Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi, NCP Supremo Sharad Pawar, Left leaders Sitaram Yechuri and D. Raja, Jharkhand Chief Minister Hemant Soren of the JMM, and LJD chief Sharad Yadav attended the meet. However, Trinamool Congress, BSP, SP, Aam Aadmi Party, Shiv Sena and DMK did not participate in the meeting.
बगैर किसी पार्लियामेंट्री प्रोसीजर के जो अपनाना चाहिए था, किसी भी कानून को लाने के लिए, किसी भी बिल को पार्लियामेंट में शुरू करने से पहले जो प्रोसीजर है पार्लियामेंट में, उसको बिल्कुल बाईपास करते हुए अचानक 370 आर्टिकल 370 को खत्म करने का बिल लाया.
And Union Minister Ravi Shankar Prasad has rejected all the charges by the opposition over the Citizenship Amendment Act. He said that the opposition's resolution is neither in national or security interest nor in the interest of the persecuted minorities from the neighboring countries. Let's take a listen.
संसद में 2 दिन भर खुली बहस हुई, वोटिंग भी हुई, सभा ने चर्चा में भाग लिया और फिर निर्णय हुआ. अब कहा जा रहा है कि संसद में नागरिकता संशोधन कानून हड़बड़ी में पारित किया गया. राहुल गांधी, सोनिया गांधी, पहले एक चीज बताएं, क्या यह सच्चाई है कि नहीं कि पाकिस्तान में आस्था के कारण सबसे अधिक पीड़ित गरीब हैं?
Meanwhile, the Uttar Pradesh government has begun the process of implementing the Citizenship Amendment Act. State Minister Shrikant Sharma said on Monday that in the first list, over 32,000 refugees have been identified in 21 districts and the exercise is going on in the entire state. He said that following the notification for the CAA, all district magistrates in the states have been asked to collect the data. The minister also informed that the refugees are from Afghanistan, Pakistan and Bangladesh. The first list includes refugees from the districts of Saharanpur, Gorakhpur, Aligarh, Rampur, Pratapgarh, Pilibhit, Lucknow, Varanasi, Bahraich, Lakhimpur, Rampur, Meerut and Agra. On to some other news now. Road Transport and Highways Minister Nitin Gadkari has expressed concern over the rising incidence of road accidents in the country. Now, noting that the road accident cases have seen a rise by 4% in the last 5 years, Nitin Gadkari said that educating the masses on road safety is of utmost importance. Addressing the road safety stakeholders meet in New Delhi, Gadkari said that the World Bank and Asian Development Bank have approved 7,000 crore rupees each to enhance road safety.
किसके ऊपर यह संकट आ सकता है, ये कभी बताया नहीं जा सकता, और इसलिए इस बात को हमारे देश के सभी लोग बहुत संवेदनशीलता के साथ और सीरियसली उसको ले, इसलिए हमने कार्यक्रमों के बारे में कुछ नीति बनाई है, जिसके बारे में बताया गया है कि 4 बातों के ऊपर हमने विशेष रूप से ध्यान दिया है. एक है एजुकेशन.
And Defence Minister Rajnath Singh also attended the meet, and he called for all the stakeholders to work in coordination to reduce the number of road accidents in the country. He said more than 1.5 lakh people lose their lives in around 4,50,000 road accidents that take place every year in our country. He also awarded Tamil Nadu as the best performing state in reducing the number of road accidents.
आज यदि हम सड़क सुरक्षा सप्ताह का उद्घाटन कर रहे हैं तो प्रश्न ये उठता है कि हम सप्ताह ही क्यों मनाएं? क्या हमारा ये सुरक्षा माह नहीं होना चाहिए? वर्ष का सुरक्षा का कार्यक्रम नहीं होना चाहिए? क्यों नहीं होना चाहिए? लेकिन मैं यह मानता हूं कि इस सुरक्षा सप्ताह की एक अपनी अहमियत है, इसका एक अपना महत्व है.
The 182-meter tall Statue of Unity in Gujarat has been included in the Shanghai Cooperation Organization's Wonder of SCO list. Now, External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar appreciated the SCO's efforts towards promoting tourism among member nations and asserted that the statue's inclusion in the list of 8 will serve as an inspiration. The Statue of Unity, the world's tallest statue, is a monumental tribute to Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. The statue was inaugurated in October 2018 by Prime Minister Narendra Modi on the occasion of Patel's 143rd birth anniversary. Let's get you all the weather updates now. In Uttarakhand, cold wave conditions intensified following a fresh spell of snowfall in higher reaches and also isolated rain in other parts of the state on Monday. In Chamoli, Uttarkashi and Rudraprayag districts, snowfall occurred at high altitude areas of the district in Garhwal region. In Pithoragarh and in some other parts of Kumaon region, cold wave conditions intensified following snowfall in hilly areas. Now, Met Department has predicted that the state is likely to witness a haul at isolated places in Dehradun, Haridwar, Udham Singh Nagar, Pauri and Nainital districts of the state. And the national capital Delhi also witnessed light rains on Monday. The city recorded a minimum temperature of 8 degrees Celsius, a notch above normal, and a maximum of 19.9 degrees Celsius. 18 flights departing from the Delhi airport were cancelled due to inclement weather, and the air quality also remained in very poor category. It is expected to be a partly cloudy day today, with the maximum and minimum temperatures to hover around 18 and 9 degrees Celsius respectively. And in Jammu and Kashmir, the rain and snowfall stopped early Monday evening, while moderate to heavy rains continually lashed Srinagar and other parts of the Kashmir region. Almost through the day, Kashmir received a fresh spell of snowfall late last night. Met Department has predicted light to moderate snowfall at isolated places in Jammu and Kashmir for today as well, and the plains and upper reaches of the valley will also receive snowfall. The normal life in Srinagar and other parts of Kashmir remained affected due to this snowfall. The traffic movement on Srinagar-Jammu highway also remains suspended on the second consecutive day due to bad weather. The Srinagar-Leh highway and the Mughal road continues to remain closed for vehicular traffic. The flight operations at Srinagar airport also remain suspended on the second day due to bad weather. Now our special segment on environment and climate change. In Southeast Asia, Taal volcano in the Philippines has begun spewing lava and ash. Now, 16,000 people have already been evacuated from the area near the Taal volcano near Manila. The Philippine Institute of Volcanology has warned that 450,000 people who live nearby are in danger if the volcano erupts, and has requested the total evacuation within a 17-kilometer radius around the volcano. The volcano is the Philippines' second most active volcano and has recorded at least 34 disruptions in the past 450 years. Face masks to protect people from ash has sold out across Manila, and over 500 flights have been cancelled due to poor visibility caused by the ash. And Makar Sankranti is being celebrated in various parts of the country with the religious fervour today. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu greeted the people on the occasion of Makar Sankranti. He said, "May this festival usher in great prosperity, peace and happiness in the country." He extended warm greetings and best wishes to all citizens on the auspicious occasion of Makar Sankranti and Pongal. And earlier, Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu celebrated Bhogi festival with his family members in Chennai. He called upon people to work together for the development of the nation. He also stressed the need to remember the farmers who produce food and do everything possible to address all issues relating to agriculture and take steps to make agriculture more resilient and sustainable.
This festival brings us peace, gives us the needed harmony, and we all move together towards prosperity and happiness. Particularly on this occasion, we all have to remember the farmers, the kisans, who are working day and night for our welfare, producing us the needed food and other requirements. We should do everything possible to see that we all address the problems of agricultural community and make this a strong, stable, prosperous nation based on self-sufficiency, food security, and happiness to the farmers. So this is a traditional festival combined with the harvesting season, because farmers are our real annadatas. They provide us food, they work hard, produce various food requirements and feed us. That's why our forefathers have combined this festival with the harvesting season, so that we all feel happy and we all move towards prosperity. Once again, Sankranti greetings, Pongal greetings to all countrymen. Hope that this festival will bring us prosperity, harmony, and then take us towards path of development of the country.
On to some sports news now. Maharashtra and Haryana are neck and neck in the medals tally at the Khelo India Youth Games that are ongoing in Guwahati. Defending champions Maharashtra on Monday picked up 5 gold medals to manage a tally of a total of 17 gold medals, and they are maintaining the top spot. Haryana also has got 17 gold medals. And Delhi and Gujarat are presently occupying the 3rd and 4th spots respectively. And with that, we wrap up this edition of Breakfast News. Thanks for watching. Have a great day ahead.